All right, bring him in.
Have a seat.
Right here, is that okay?
Yeah, perfect.
All right, thank you.
So, Zach Klenk, we finally caught up with you.
That's how it rolls sometimes.
Yeah, it is. Well,
Just tired of being on the run.
tired of being on the run.
Yeah, looking over my shoulder all the time.
Jeez.
That's tough business, man.
So, you know who Detective Szameit is?
Yes, I know him all too well. I don't want no problems.
All right. So, this is pretty factual. We're just looking for the straight up information.
Okay.
How old were you when you first tried rock and roll?
6.
6 years old.
Yeah.
What did you first hear?
Kiss.
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 On the radio? What?
No, my dad had records.
Your dad
And I
had
was like,
records.
what in the hell is this? And then he made the mistake of making me a guitar, like he just made with fish string, you know.
Sure. Yeah.
And I would sit on my bed bouncing for hours. Yeah.
So, how much older is your dad? Or was?
He would have been, he would have been probably 30 years older,
Okay.
25 years.
Mm-hmm.
I went to one of my first concerts was Hotter Than Hell in Minneapolis.
In Minneapolis.
But I was only that big and my mom was so mad at him. Like, what are you doing?
Your dad brought you to Kiss.
Yeah.
How much do you remember that?
0.
0.
Yeah, 0.
Huh. So, besides Kiss then, who are your early favorites?
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin. And then Ozzy. Well, actually, Black Sabbath. We had an 8-track.
Okay.
So to get through one song, you had to go through,
Yeah.
but like ching ching, and then it would continue. But it was the coolest thing ever.
Okay.
Yep, old Black Sabbath. And then from there, it just escalated.
So, a particular Black Sabbath album or all of them?
Masters of Reality.
Masters of Reality. All right.
I like the cover of Stillborn, but I don't like the music. I don't know. Different era, whatever.
Okay, so when did you start playing instruments?
I got my first guitar when I was about 12. My mom, Schmidt, do you remember Schmidt Music?
Yes.
They had a deal where you could get a Squire Strat and an amp and then get lessons, and then she had to pay every month for it. So it was like, I don't want to quit the lessons until I'm done paying it off because I don't want to give it back. So went through that whole thing.
What kind of guitar was it?
Just a Fender Squire Strat, and I still have it.
You still have it.
Actually, it's really nice for what they are now, you know.
Do you ever play it then?
No,
No.
no.
It's just your collector item.
Yeah, just leave it on the side, you know.
Oh, okay. So, your first group that you were in.
I don't like to even discuss it.
Okay.
It's called Tragedy.
Tragedy. Well,
So why would you name your band Tragedy? And I remember our first show was high school, one of those high school talent shows or whatever. And everybody, auditorium's packed. And we're playing Metallica, For Whom the Bell Tolls. And the other guitarist, and his amp, right when it starts smoking. And we're like, so it's coming to the part, it's gonna be his part, nothing. So we just stood there and we're playing, you know.
2-piece, 3-piece, what?
That was 4-piece.
4-piece.
Yep. That was fun.
That's good.
Back in that was a whole different kind of thing. It's fun though.
So where'd you go from there?
I can't even remember the names of any of those other bands.
Yeah.
Then I graduated, went into the Navy, did that whole thing, and then music went on hiatus for a while. I was in the Navy and I was in Guam and I saw my first, they have a lot of they're kind of like shopcos, kind of, but they have everything. And they had a music department and all they had were a couple cheesy guitars, and they had EVH 5150, the big heavy head. And I'm like, there's no way I can get this back. And it was cheap at the time too. So that kind of sparked it up, and then it just kind of built, and then that's all I do now.
So what year were you in the Navy?
Pardon?
What years were you in the Navy?
91 through 94.
Okay, all right. That was when I was in college. Interesting.
Took her early out. Clinton's like, because I was a gunner's mate on an ammunition ship, which is the worst thing you can do, because ammunition ship has all the ammunitions. So your little group, that's all you do all day, every day. Work 15 hours, sleep for a couple, go on watch, sleep for a couple. I mean, just like, I gotta get out of this, so it's kind of stupid now looking back, but.
So you had you had your first guitar and saved that. At one point, did you start buying more equipment and playing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
After
started. Well, actually, while I was in the Navy, I had my mom ship my guitar to me, and then in your rack, you pick it up, and that's all the area you basically have. So I cleared out all kinds of other stuff, and I had my guitar in there. So, want some little practice thing that I could play.
So you never lost your blisters?
Nope.
No. I've heard they're hard to get back if you let them
Oh,
go.
it's horrible. If you hold off for like a couple of years or something, I can't.
Yeah.
I try every day to at least do something. Otherwise,
Huh.
we were playing a show. When was that? Tuesday. And this guy shows up. I'm not going to name names because I don't have nothing bad at all to say. And he's like, I want to play a song with you. And I'm like, okay, what is it? So then we did, of all songs, he's like, play Shook Me All Night Long. And I'm like, on my acoustic? Come on. So I went through the whole thing, and I'm like, when we got done, I'm like, I haven't played that in like 15 years. I don't, kind of did it, I guess, but who knows. Have fun doing it.
Mm-hmm. So how did you run across Steve Stuck?
It was very weird. We had I had been trying to start a band for a long time, so I didn't really know a lot of musicians, so I would reach out to people like through Facebook or whatever, like, oh, I saw you commented on this or whatever. So then I reached out to this bass player, and you do kind of your courting where you're talking for weeks, and then finally we're going to get together, and the routine. Well, then there's this other guy with him, and I'm like, why is this guy here? Oh, he plays drums. And I'm like, whatever. So then that's where I met Steve.
Mm-hmm. So you guys have been playing together how long?
2016,
Okay.
I think. Something like that.
Well, there's a few years between 94 and 16 then.
Yeah. But I had my own at my house, just, you get to a point, if you let it go for a while, then you don't want to get in front of people. It's kind of like I got my little downstairs studio, and we leave it at that,
Mm-hmm.
But it's fun. I love it. I love it.
Okay, favorite covers? Who do you like to cover?
Man, that's a vague question.
Big question.
Because it all depends
Yeah.
what kind of mood I'm in. If I'm in a hard mood, I guess like some Metallica off Injustice for All, something like that. But then you got to have the right group with you, and then if you don't have that, then you're like, well, he can't play this, but we can do this. So then maybe go into classic rock like Heart, and then you could go from Heart to anything Alice in Chains. I'm Alice in Chains is cool. I love it. To modern day, Hailstorm, Evanescence, In This Moment. Cool stuff. Yeah, I haven't gotten into, I can play, well, I try to play a 7-string, 8-string. It's tough, but it's fun. Just because it's so much, it's different, but yet it's the same. If that makes sense. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just kind of rambling there.
No,
Copper.
no. Future challenges. What do you want to do in the future here?
Future challenges, or what do I want to do?
What do you want to do?
I just want to keep playing as long as I can, but I don't want to be one of those where you're 80 years old playing rock and roll, where people are like, but maybe then you open the nursing home circuit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, there are people that do that. Yeah.
There's a comedian, Jim Brewer, and he's hit one of his stand-up things is like, I just want to be that grandpa that sits in the back seat and puts my little earphones on and I'm jamming to Metallica. And he's just like, oh, this was your best music.
That's awesome.
If you could gig with anyone, who would it be?
Famous?
Famous. Absolutely.
Man, you have like your own talk show or something? You're pretty good at this.
Think about this deal.
Jeez.
Well, it's meant to be challenging.
Do they have to be alive?
They-
I suppose.
You answer it how you see fit.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do my ultimate. They're going to be all passed away.
Yeah.
On drums would be John Bonham.
Okay.
Bass player would be who's from the Who? Entwistle.
John Entwistle.
Yeah. One guitar player would be Randy Rhoads, and the other would complement him would be Stevie Ray Vaughan. And then I would just pretend to play guitar, and then I would have a singer would be Lane Staley from Alice in Chains.
Okay, well
that would
make it
be weird.
Yeah.
You never know.
Everybody come together and agree on something.
I just learned one of those tricks I learned from someone a long time ago where they turn, like if you're totally embarrassed and you don't want to play in front of someone, they just turn their volume off and pretend. That'd be intimidating though. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's come back to locally then. Who haven't you played with locally that you would like to?
A lot of people.
Yeah.
I haven't played with. I've been so stuck in what we're doing.
Sure.
And that's kind of our thing is, if like a lot of bands, the singer they have 5 other side projects and whatever. We try to just say, if you're in our bands, you gotta stay in the band. You know.
Let me tell you what my vision for the Music Police Ball.
For the what?
The Music Police Ball.
Ball.
Yes. So rather than give existing bands an opportunity to play what they want, I'm going to have a list of songs that I'll pay to have whoever wants to contribute.
Gotcha.
So you could play with
That'd be cool.
someone else. You know, everybody thinks, God, you know, Lazy off
Patsy Cline.
no, Lazy by Purple.
Deep Purple. Yeah.
The live album.
Yeah. That's some
That
good
would be
stuff.
a challenge
Yeah.
to play. And others, you know. So I would choose the songs and you could team up with who.
That'd be
who
cool,
you
though.
thought would be- that would be fun.
That'd be fun. They did something like that, kind of. Did you ever go to that one out in? It was at Titans before it was Titans.
I didn't make that.
That was
I didn't make
fun.
that,
It was like there were like 30, 40 people there, and you just throw your name in, and then they pull.
Full names. out
And
of
this
a
is a
hat.
group, and then you have to get together and then go out and play.
Well, that does sound.
And it was like-
interesting. Right.
But
Their old bass player, he played at that one.
yeah, it was fun.
He said it was interesting.
It was different, but it was
Well, it'd be challenging,
Yeah.
certainly.
what's expected, you know. So
Yeah.
people are trying to learn lyrics and what do I play, you know. That's
Now I'm
cool.
gonna hand it
though.
over to you. Talk to your head.
Talk gear, yeah. Oh, shoot. I suppose like most musicians, probably got a whole pile of gear, I suppose.
Too much, and not enough space.
Not enough space, that's about how it goes. So you
Yeah.
kind of got into those kind of just trying different sounds for different type of guitars.
Different,
and then,
depending what we're playing, I guess. If it. But now I'm trying to go back to Strat type guitars because I can get the same tones.
Yeah.
Just change it up.
yeah, so kind of like more single coil than humbuckers.
Still gotta have bridge humbucker for me, or you could split it, I guess.
Yes.
But I do a revolving door where I have X amount that never gets touched, and then there's this that always gets traded off, and then a couple years later I want it back, and then
Yeah. kind of try a different sound, and you're like, hey, I kind of like this one again. Do that. So what's your main guitar that you use these days?
It's that the ESP LTD George Lynch model.
Okay.
I love it. It's
How long you been having that one in rotation?
probably 6-7 years, and it's been modded, so kind of different pickups, wiring, shielding, all that.
What type of pickups you end up putting in that?
Actually, I got the George Lynch Seymour Duncan, or the Mr. Scaries,
Okay.
and they're there for a reason. They're cool.
Yeah, that's good.
They're good.
Yeah. And do you, what type of amp you guys use then? You use like a tube amp, solid state, or
I was
modular?
tube forever, and then the whole modeling thing came through, and then you either go from line 6 to it's another revolving
Yeah.
door,
And then another learning curve, how everything works.
and then I found Tonex, which is still modeling, but it gives you can use that in front of an amp or whatever you want, and works good with pedals, and really love that. And then I ran across a deal where I traded a guy a guitar for the 5150 50-watt head.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna start bringing that back because I after turning that on and playing it, I'm like, oh my god, you just miss.
Yeah.
So I got what do you call it? I can't ever say it. Basically reduces
Oh,
the
the
flow.
attenuator? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they gotta use this, bring that down, get your sweet spot.
yeah, because I mean I have it almost all the way off and it's still too low. So I want to be able to crank
Yep.
it and
Get your sweet spot and
You know.
then back it on down.
let it go.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Then, how many guitars do you take out when you're gigging?
Depending on our set list, it's usually like 4, I guess.
Okay.
Just because we go from anything from half step down to drop C to drop B to it just depends. And then
just kind of set up to different
Yeah.
tunings and stuff like that.
so I don't have to be tuning
Yeah.
on the fly,
That's a good way to do that.
And then that way too, I can have one guitar that is a backup in case string breaks or
Kind of do the same thing. with
Yeah.
that.
so you can just grab it and go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, do you use like a pedal board or anything that goes into your amp or?
Yes, and that's how I have it. So that with the Tonex, then I have like a wah, and I have a TC Electronics makes a Plethora. Have you ever heard of that? Plethora 5. They're basically like a tone print. So you have like 5 banks, and you can take your phone, put it to your guitar pickup,
Yeah.
and it will read it, and it will go into that pedal. It's cool. So you can get really cool chords, whatever you want.
Oh. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's different. It's a cool technology. But the cool thing about that pedal board is all I have to do is switch off the Tonex for like the modeling side, and then I can shut off the simulated cabs or whatever, and then go straight
Straight in.
into an amp if I want. So it's versatile on that way. So,
Yeah.
but I like it, and I'll still be buying gear when I'm 80 years old.
Yeah, okay. Well, you start out with just your basic amp, then you kind of like, oh, I gotta get pedals and do this, and then,
Yeah.
well, then I gotta have a tube amp. And
then I got-
then you go through there, get a miler, do this, and then next thing you know, you're back to just plugging straight into an amp,
Yeah.
like where you started from.
Yep. And the really bad thing is like the YouTube, TikTok, all them places where you see new technology is so bad because you see it and your ear hears that it sounds real good, but come on, it isn't going to sound exactly like. So you're like, oh, I need that. So you buy it, get it home,
Plug it in, and it's not doing what you want to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, that's what they do. They want to plug and play,
just with doing no work.
and it's like you got to dig into it.
Yeah.
And if you understand how the system works and you tweak it, then you can get real good
Some
sounds.
really
But
cool stuff.
you have to dig into it a little bit and work to get it.
You know, it takes
I found that too.
takes work. Well, yeah, you get in whether you have. I know you used to run Kemper.
Yeah, I still got that.
Once you get the system down, line 6 is saying, you know, all those people that lined up when they released the new stadium.
Yeah.
Well, they got it and they're all mad. Well, it don't sound good. Well,
Yeah, you
it
get
is.
It does if you put the work into it.
Yeah.
People don't realize that, but you have to do that. Yeah.
And you have to know how to play.
Yeah.
You don't just turn it on and you sound great. You know?
There's no magic bullet. Everybody goes,
No.
if I buy this signature guitar, I'm going to sound like this. No, it doesn't work that way.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a really good. I really like the Billy Corgan. He's got a YouTube channel. Have you ever watched
I
any?
haven't watched any of that.
He had Steve Vai on last, and it was so cool because they go through the whole thing. Like Steve Vai was 18 years old, stepping in with Frank Zappa, and that's like at that time a huge legend.
Yeah.
Then he left there to go in to replace basically Eddie and David Lee Roth's band. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So he's like, my whole career is just filling in for people. Then he goes off, produces, what is the one? It's awesome. Studio release, whatever. Very good album. Then he got the call from Whitesnake. He's like, oh, I gotta fill in again, you know? But
Yeah.
it's funny to hear people at that level where you can hear where like he's freaked out all the time, you know? So
That makes you a better player, play with better people. And stuff
Yeah.
like that. That's a
yeah,
good thing to do.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that you learn from everyone all the time, you know, no matter what. So
So out of all the guitars you have, is there like a favorite one that you've got out of all the ones that you own?
yes, the George Lynch
Okay.
model,
Oh, yeah.
that hands down,
Yep.
done.
That's good.
I can play it for gig night, 2 nights, whatever it is, wipe it off, pull it out of a case a week later, it's still in tune. Don't have to mess with it while I'm playing.
Yeah.
If a string goes out of tune, I know within a little bit a string's gonna break. So
Yeah. Well, that's good.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've played it enough so I kind of just have that feeling, you know. I've done it before where I've made the mistake of buying something that I thought was going to be really cool,
Yeah.
and then get it. No,
Yeah, not really. Yeah.
now I gotta take 50% off just to sell it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
So did you ever have any luck with Les Pauls?
I love Les Pauls, but to me they're too heavy. I don't know. You get into like a Ibanez and it's light, and then you put one of those on and you're like, oh man, even though I look cool.
Oh,
Or
and
you
they sound great.
Yeah, phenomenal.
I've got a Les Paul too, and I played it, and I was like, they get heavy, but then
Yeah,
now I found something that's pretty comparable.
just
so
nice.
I
Yeah.
got an Explorer that sounds just as good as the Les Paul, and it's a lot lighter.
Wow. Yeah, that's how it goes. It's
So I saw a comment on Joe Bonamouse's,
Mm-hmm.
said he's talking about his, with the heads on his amps. You'd had a couple stolen, is it, or what? What was that?
Myself?
You?
No, that was a joke.
Oh,
Because he had some really cool, he had
Yeah,
some
right.
Soldano heads.
Yeah.
And then I said, those look very familiar. I think someone lifted them.
I didn't catch it. But
He gave me a thumbs up.
He gave me a thumbs
Yeah,
up. Well, that's
I'm
good. That's good. All right.
I like to mess with them every
Well,
once in a
yeah,
while.
that's part of my MO here too. Yeah. So,
Be surprised sometimes celebrities that will actually
Oh, yeah.
comment. Like,
well,
that's
to
kinda
read,
cool.
to
Yeah,
read the comments.
Yeah, they actually take the time to do that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
very cool.
Yeah.
But it's whatever to have fun and keep doing what you like, I guess. You know.
All right. Well, on that note, we'll refer this over to the lower court judge and see if we actually need to charge you with anything.
Well, when am I going to get answers on this, Capo?
Well, this is an ongoing game, so you'll just have to be patient.
We're pretty jovial for being such an intense thing. You know?
All right. Well, thank you for coming, and
Thanks for coming in.
and
Thank
yeah,
you.
We'll see you at the next gig, perhaps.
You got it. Thank you.
Yeah.